7 surprising habits could be things that are secretly damaging your gut. And they could be things you're doing right now, even while trying to be healthy. I've seen this over and over again, and I've experienced it myself. Doing all the right things, but still not feeling better. In this video, I'm going to walk through some subtle habits that can slow down your progress. And one of these habits is something that almost everyone does when they start focusing on gut health. But it can actually keep you stuck longer than anything else. The first habit is ignoring how your body feels and pushing through anyway. This is when you're trying to follow something that is supposed to be healthy, but it does not feel right in your body. And I've seen this happen so many times. Someone reads that a food or a habit is good for gut health, so they push themselves to do it, even when their body is giving them clear signals that it's not working well. In my experience, learning to notice how your body is responding with your energy, your digestion, how you feel after meals can change everything. Because your body is constantly giving you feedback. And before we get deeper into that, if you're looking for a step-by-step guide to start feeling better this week, you'll definitely want to grab my free Gut Reset Jumpstart Guide, and it's linked down in the description below this video. And interestingly, the more people ignore those signals, the more they tend to fall into the next habit, which can actually make things feel even more confusing. And later, I'll share how this one habit alone can completely shift gut health. So you don't have to force something just because it works for someone else. Start paying attention to what actually feels supportive for you. The second habit is trying to figure out every tiny detail before taking action. And this is when gut health becomes very analytical. Trying to understand every mechanism, every nutrient, every variable, getting so scientific. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with learning. But in my experience, constantly overanalyzing everything can actually make things feel a lot more overwhelming. What helped me much more was simplifying, focusing on real foods, paying attention to how I felt, and really trusting what my body was telling me, trusting that my body knows what it's doing and that it always has my best interest in what it's doing. There's something so powerful about stepping out of constant analysis into simple support. And when people stay in that overly analytical mindset for too long, they often feel like they need something more advanced, which leads directly into another habit that can quietly slow progress. So you don't need this perfect understanding of what exactly is going on in order to make progress. Just simple steps can really move things forward, because here's the thing. We don't have to understand all of the tiny details of all the science of exactly what is going on. When we start paying attention to how we feel and using that to guide us into the right foods to support what our body needs, everything falls into place. Our bodies are so wise. They know what they're doing. They ask us for what we need, and when we give it what they need, they do exactly what needs to be done. We don't have to understand all the little scientific details. The third habit is changing everything all at once. Starting multiple foods, habits, and new routines all at the same time. And before we get into that, if you would like to start making some easy food swaps that reduce cravings, inflammation, and brain fog, be sure to check out my Easy Real Food Swaps guide. It's completely free and it's linked down in the description below this video. So starting something new can always feel really exciting at first, like you're finally doing something. But very quickly, it can become way too overwhelming. And then your body has to adjust to all of this at once. In my experience, making one gentle change at a time works so much better. It gives your body space to respond. It helps you be able to easily pay attention to what feedback it's giving you and understand what to do next. And it makes it so much easier to stay consistent. And I'm curious, are you somebody who loves to overhaul everything all at once, or do you prefer taking it one step at a time? Let me know in the comments. When things start to feel overwhelming, a lot of people assume that now they need something more advanced to fix it. And that's where the next habit comes in, one that can be surprisingly expensive. So slow, steady changes are most often the ones that really create lasting results. The fourth habit is thinking that you need expensive supplements or testing in order to make progress. Feeling like you need lots of specialized testing or expensive supplements before you can move forward. In my experience, this can actually pull attention away from the basics that matter the most. And the thing about supplements is that they quite often contain ingredients that can irritate the gut, get in the way of progress, and don't make people feel great. What helped me the most, and that I see over and over again with clients, is focusing on simple, nutrient-dense foods, supporting my body through food first. These are not only way more affordable, but they are in a form that the body can actually use. And when people shift back to simple foods, something interesting usually happens. The body often starts responding in a way that feels so much more stable. And this leads into the final set of habits, which are often the hardest to notice. So you don't need complexity to move forward. Consistency with simple things that actually do the most for your body can be so incredibly powerful. And it feels too easy, right? Food instead of this super expensive supplement, but it's true. I've seen it over and over again. The final habits are the ones that tend to keep people stuck the longest. This includes staying stuck and not taking that next step that you need to take. Over-analyzing every little symptom that your body is giving you. And then in that same vein, treating every signal that the body is giving you as a problem. In my experience, this really creates a cycle of stress. It can feel like you're always constantly trying to fix something. But remember, like I said earlier, the body is always doing its best. It's always working towards finding balance. It's always accomplishing the next most important thing. It decides what to work on first, in what order to work on different things, and our bodies are so wise. We would never want to get in the way of that wise process. Sometimes what helps the most is taking that next small step, not trying to do a million steps at once, and then staying consistent with what's helping, not abandoning something for this next new shiny thing when you already are doing something that is helping. And then giving your body space to respond, going slowly and gently, watching for the feedback that it gives, knowing that it's doing such amazing work, that it's telling us what it needs, and then we respond by giving it the foods, the nutrients that it needs to do its job. It tells us this by being hungry for certain things, wanting more of something, saying, no, that's enough of that for now. All those signals. And when you move from constantly over-analyzing, always thinking everything's a problem instead of realizing these are just signals my body is giving me as it's working through these different layers of progress, when you move from that to simply supporting your body, everything works better and it feels so much more calm. And this shift from trying to control everything to supporting your body and recognizing that your body is doing the work is often the moment where people start noticing real deep change. So you don't have to react to every signal that comes up. If you recognized yourself in any of these habits, you're not alone. This is something that so many people experience. And in my experience, the biggest changes forward come from simplifying, listening to your body, giving it the support that it needs, and moving forward one gentle step at a time. So start small, stay consistent, and give your body the support that it's been asking for. And if you would like a shopping list for better digestion, hormones, and mood, make sure to check out my Real Food for Real Results shopping list. It's free and it's linked down in the description below this video, along with my free Gut Reset Jumpstart guide and my free Easy Real Food Swaps guide. So now that you know about the 7 surprising habits secretly damaging your gut, you might be wondering what to eat each week to avoid inflammation. But how do you do that? It all starts by watching this video here next, because when you pair what you just learned with what you're about to learn in this video, it is so powerful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.